working on windows now, I was able to find a couple free windows on within my same town, so that's good. I was looking for windows that will fit exactly in there like that. They don't make the windows like in that specification measurements, so I knew I was going to have to get some old garage windows. I have further plans in the future to upgrade these with bigger windows, but for now I just need to get something in there. So it's pretty simple how these windows are attached on here. It's just this whatever putty that they put on there. That's how they've done it for years. And it just holds it in there. And so I scraped it out with the scraper, except for the bottom here. And you just pull this out. That's all. That's all that's really holding it in there. So it just has this ledge. Set it in there, and put that putty compound, whatever you call it, on there all the way around. And that's pretty much it. These window panes have paint on it. Someone painted it over, but it's pretty easy to take care of. You just get a razor blade, scrape it off. The blade doesn't scratch the window pane. That's all there is to it. I just need to get that putty stuff and put it on. I think I'm going to just retain how it is. I'm not going to put too much effort into it. Plus, it'll match the style of the rest of it anyway, so might as well just keep it like this. So I'm just taking one of the pieces from the window that I want to cut. And yes, I did break this window as I was getting it out, but I can get a piece out of it. And from what I've seen, I haven't done this before, but is basically take your window cutting tool, you just pretty much have to score it just so there's a groove, and then you just snap it. So I'm going to try it once. I'll just do it in real time and you can watch it. Watch me mess up. I think I found a better way than what I did the first time. I just put this down exactly where I want it, this pane of glass, and then I use my Sharpie to mark it out. Because when I just set the pane down, I wasn't able to get right up to the edge of where I wanted it to be. It would have been like a couple millimeters off. So I needed a way to get that out of the way, and then use a nice straight edge or something. Work it out. It's a lot better. There you go. All right. I had to look up some more videos to see how I could do this better, because I was having some troubles with this thicker glass, and I learned that if you score both sides of this thicker glass, then you'll have greater success. And I was only having partial success with just scoring the one side. Plus I needed to buy a new glass cutter, and this old one was kind of having a hard time, and I was digging in too much. And this one cuts a lot easier, and I don't have to put as much pressure on it. So I just score both sides, and and then I also found this rod here. I think it kind of give this an even pressure as I push on it. That's a lot better. It's a little nick there, but so I could start scoring it a little bit better on the corners there, or the edge. So the awesome thing about having a bucket full of my step-grandpa's stuff is that I have stuff in there that I have no idea what it is until I come across this old window and other old stuff. These are old, I had no idea what these were, but these are points for holding in the window. You can kind of see one there. There's different shapes and stuff that you use, but this one is pretty much stick it like that and press it in. So I'm kind of utilizing the old points as they're already in there. So I just kind of bend them back and put them where they were. But I thought it was pretty cool that this old stuff, I guess this is my inheritance. But I always thank Bob for all the stuff I got to use from his old shop. Now this window glazing putty is kind of hard to find. I don't know. I found some at hardware store. But they don't sell it a lot, so stores don't really carry it as much. It's kind of hard to get my window cutters as well. That was something that people don't normally just sell anymore. So I've only seen videos of this, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Roll up in a snake-like thing. Practice this, but I was trying to get it there. I might have to put some more of the oil in this to make it not so breakable, crumbly. It's basically doing this though. There's other videos that are way better than mine. So that's the idea. Alright, I'm getting a little better. It's probably the best I've gotten it so far. I had to redo this quite a bit just to kind of get the skill down. I had to kind of knead it a little more in my hand to get it warmed up, I guess. Now it makes it a little better to work with, and then get a sharper thinger, whatever this spatula thing, scraper. And then I had to really press down at this angle, and then go like that. So my skills are gonna get better as I do this, but I at least wanted to show you. Still working on my corners. Cornering skills are not there, but getting better with that. If someone ever mentions this and it says, oh, it's a crappy job that they did back then, and I could just say, yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. So this was getting a little crumbly, so in one of the videos I saw, the guy said put some linseed oil in, and I dug around in my old step-grandpa's box of stuff, and I found some of that, and also some glazing compound for windows. It's putty stuff, so it's a little crusty on the top, but I think it'll work if I put some linseed oil in there. Good thing, because I don't think this is going to last, but that was just one little tip that I wanted to show, because this was getting kind of difficult to work with as it was pushing it in. It was kind of breaking up as I was glazing it over, so this makes it a lot more easy to work with, I think. It certainly seems softer now, so for this powder, I just took a piece of drywall and just scraped it over. Kind of like grating Parmesan cheese over it. This is just to get it so it's not tacky anymore, supposedly. And you can handle it. And I think it takes care of some of this oil too. Yeah. Once it goes on, it just kind of dries it up, and then you could just brush it off. So then it turns out pretty clean. Don't need to mess with Windex or anything. Just clean it like this. I feel like Bob Ross. Need a friendly little tree here. Oh, there you go. That cleaned up mostly. I mean, I just used the powder, the drywall stuff, and this brush, and it cleaned up that oil prints everywhere. But it's I mean, it's my first window, so my second window will be a lot better. But I might touch it up with some paint, or I might even leave it as it is. Figure out which side I want to be outside and just paint whatever it is. But there it is, a finished window, and I feel awesome about that. Honestly, I want to mention that it took a lot of doing and redoing stuff as I was learning. So I don't show all of those things that I go through. I mean, it took a couple hours to really figure it out, and it is frustrating, but so I mean, that's pretty much anything with your doing anything for the first time. But I do want to mention those things, because it's not like I just magically figured out how to do this. Obviously there's a lot of bumps and it doesn't look as good as the videos I've seen, but there you go, got something going. I do love the style though. I'm finding some kind of enjoyment out of just restoring these, just to make it look like it's like it was when it was being used. Not necessarily new, but just like it was. I don't know how old this glazing compound is from my step-grandpa, but it's supposed to be white. There's some flakies in it, but so it's a little off-white, but I might have to paint this anyway, so it'll work though. Can't believe it's held up for this long. It's got at least, I'd say it's like at least 40 years old. I don't know. It's pretty old. And I'm getting faster though, so this window is taking me a fraction of the time. I mean, I'm half hour into it, and I'm getting a little better with my edges and all that stuff, so it's getting more enjoyable instead of frustrating. Well, there you go. I don't know if you could tell that there's multicolors, a little off-white with regular white in places. I don't know, farmhouse, barn style. Could be just left like that. That'd be even the multicolored window. Some people actually make it like that, so it's artistic. Or maybe I'm just lazy and I don't want to paint it.